Well, they got to come watch it first.
Yeah. The Easter egg, that's got to be top secret.
And my first question is, why do you think people believe the Five Nights at Freddy couldn't be made as a movie?
I think it was a complicated game to adapt, mostly because the mythology is so sprawling. There's so many ways you could go with the movie. And I think that to a certain degree is somewhat paralyzing. And even to Scott initially, I think it was hard to kind of figure out what we're going to put in this 100-minute story, because there's so much. So I would say creatively, that was the biggest challenge. I don't know if you agree with that, or.
Yeah, I think that's totally spot on. And at the point at which I came on, I think, Scott had distilled a little bit more of like what the blueprint was going to be for this first film anyway, and how much of the lore we were bringing in. And then that kept evolving and developing as we did some rewrites on the script and then in production. But yeah, we were, being very selective and also wanting to expand the world of the characters in this film.
And Emma, what do you think when was announced that you was replacing another director? How do you feel when your name come to place?
I mean, I just felt really, really grateful to Jason for throwing my name in the ring at all, so that I was able to, talk with Scott and see if our visions were in line for what we wanted this movie adaptation to be. But I can't speak to any of the previous development or other folks that were attached to this, because that was a journey before I even came on. So. I was just focusing on my particular experience with this project.
It's been said that you are humanizing the history of the video games. How you are doing this?
That's a good question. I don't know. How do we humanize? I guess the movie humanizes the game, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think we've got real human characters going through really relatable experiences and struggles that, is something that is more expanded in the film than obviously when you're playing the game, that those stories are not necessarily included. So I think that inherently brings a whole human side to the movie that is a little different than when you're playing the game, of course.
It's too late. He's coming.
And my last question, how can you tell us about the cameos and the Easter eggs all the fans or the video games will find in the movie?
Well, they got to come watch it first.
Yeah. The Easter egg, that's got to be top secret.
But there's a lot of them, and we really hope that the fans pick up on them on the first watch, but then even more if they're able to watch again. And there's definitely some cameos that will I think please the fan base and make everyone really excited. And those particular folks coming onto set was such an honor and privilege, and they were so excited to be there. So that was really, really fun.